Hello everyone and welcome back to another video inside of my world. What on earth was that? I thought I saw something then, Bloodstorm. Right, let's get the joke out the way then, done first I guess. I'm always a bit nervous reading these jokes. What is different between Azam and... Right, okay, what's the answer going to be? Is something... Wow, Bloodstorm, wow. Do you know, Bloodstorm, like, I'm tempted to just, like, start cutting out some of these jokes. Also, we're not adding, like, someone to the library, just because some of the jokes, yeah, I'm a little bit worried that they might be going a bit too far. Also, I'm running out of friends to add to the library. So that's the other reason why we're not adding anyone to the library today. So let me head over to where we're building today. So we're actually building in an area that I haven't built in a while, so it's a little bit of a trek. And let me kind of explain what we're doing. So we're building a bowling alley, and bowling in Minecraft is always a bit boring because it usually involves like you sliding an item along ice like that, and then like you need to try and like get it into a hole. The only problem is that most of the time you end up most of the time you either like there's no skill, like it's too easy to get the ball in, and also like you can only ever get like a strike or no strike. And there are probably ways that you could do it. Also, there's an Enderman. Oh, we must be in easy we must be in easy. It's okay. But basically most of the time you only get a strike because it's too hard to do other redstone. I guess there is some way you could do it with like a randomizer, which randomizes how many pins go down. That could be cool if you did want to do a bowling game. But I want to do one which is actually about skill, where you have to try and like get all the pins. So what there's going to be is there's going to be a big room, a 3x3 room of snow golems. There's going to be 9 snow golems. You're going to have a firework in a crossbow. You need to fire the crossbow downwards so that it shoots the firework underneath a little gap. So then the firework enters the room with the snow golems, and then depending on how many snow golems you kill is how many points you get. So say if you kill like 1 snow golem, you get 1 point, so on. The snowballs that the snow golems drop are how many points you get. So basically after every go, you'll go and pick up all of the other snowballs and then craft them into snow blocks, and then that's basically like how you find out the points. So that's pretty cool. So we're building... Oh, hello, Bloodstorm. So we're building over here today. Just make sure he's not falling behind. Yes, we're building here. I spent a long time thinking which side I wanted the entrance on, and I decided I wanted it on this side. But then I realised that would probably be a terrible idea, because if people get bored, they could just go swimming in the game next door. So I hope that's not going to happen. Also, if you're wondering what that thing is, that big black pole, that is actually my my ancient city. That's what that marks, my very ruined ancient city, which is not a very good ancient city, I will be honest, but it's the best I've got so far. So we're building out of some really weird blocks today. We're building out of bone today, because I haven't built anything out of bone, I don't think, and I wanted a white material, and I decided just to use bone. It makes a bit of a change from white concrete. So let me just have a look at my screenshots that I've took. So right then, so it's a very unusual shape, this mini game, I'm going to be honest. It's not exactly the easiest thing in the world. So we're going to have 2 bone like that, and then on top we're going to have a frog light. I'm using the pearlescent ones just because I think that they look quite nice with the bone. And then on this side we're going to do exactly the same. So we're just going to do that. If possible, Bloodstorm, I know it literally doesn't matter, but please try and make the frog lights face upwards, just because they do orientate. So yeah, that'd be handy. It's quite cool, like looking at all these games here. Oh yeah, there's a big pit under here. There is actually a bunch of redstone stuff in this area, because there actually used to be a mini game here, but I had to destroy it because of the world border. And to be honest, that was quite a thing that I had to do quite a lot. There's a lot of games that were in this area that I had to get rid of, but to be honest, none of them I really liked. So I'm not really bothered, and we had to build the mini game here for 2 reasons. The first one, if you fell down here, let me oh, there we go, he's got some dirt. Yeah, the floor's going to be made out of ice, by the way. Just so then, I just think it'd be quite funny if you're trying to take your shot and then you end up missing because you're sliding. I just think that'd be quite funny. Also, the firework does slide on ice, so you could use the ice if you wanted to as like a boundary, as like a thing to slide on. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying something before. Oh yeah, we had to build the game here for two reasons. The first reason is because the game just fit in perfectly. Like, it fit in perfectly going width and length. So, like, there was no way I wasn't going to build it here. Also, I couldn't build it in, like, the desert, because, or even in the Badlands, because, of course, doing that. I know we could pass these to each other. That is actually a way you could do golf. And oh yeah, this is meant to be like a ball pit. I don't know why there's a ball pit there. I think it's just because there was some spare space, so I just added one. But let's go and grab some of this. So I need some andesite for this next bit. But basically I couldn't build it in the desert, and I couldn't build it in the Badlands because snow golems will die. And this game uses snow golems. I think they are adding in I think I've seen for 1.20, they are actually adding a new command which will prevent snow golems dying in hot biomes, which is quite cool. Anyway, you do 2 stairs like that, 2 slabs, and then another one of these bone and frog-like columns. So I guess if you replicate what I do on the other side, I think that'll be the easiest. And then going this way, let me have a look on my screenshot, just because I want to make sure this is right. Going this way, I need my staircases. So let's just go and grab these. It's going to go 1 and then 2 of those, and then another staircase, and then this should mean that this column goes 2 blocks away from the path, if this is all right, and it looks like it does, which is very good. All of the floor is going to be ice, by the way, including underneath the staircase, by the way. Underneath the little half stairs and slabs. The reason why I used andesite is for 2 reasons. The first one is I haven't actually built much out of andesite. I don't actually like andesite, diorite or granite very much, so I don't really use it. Also, the gutter on the bowling lane is going to be made out of andesite, so it just keeps it all like looking the same. All of this is going to be ice. It's just going to be made out of packed ice. I could have done this out of... Oh, that would be a staircase. I could have done this out of blue ice is another thing, but blue ice is actually slippier than packed ice, so I decided not to use blue ice for that reason. So there we go. So Bloodsome, if you can do that for me, make sure you fill in under the staircases as well, because otherwise... otherwise you're going to be able to see all this dirt, and I don't think it looks very nice. So there we go. So that's what that looks like. I think that looks pretty good so far. So let's just go and start filling in a bit of this here. Let's also make sure to do the underneath. I'm being very careful not to fall in because I know it's going to happen. So let's just fill this in like this, and then all of this should hopefully go like this. So then this part is going to do 1 stair like that, and then we're then going to go how many slabs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that, and then another staircase like that. So then that's how that's going to look. Once again, we're actually going to do a bone column, but this column's actually going to go quite high, because this is going to be like a big board. So there's also going to be a mechanism which is basically going to count... it's going to count whose go it is. So basically you'll press a button which will get rid of all of the current snow golems and the snowballs, and it will then replace them with new ones, and it will also change the light, because in real bowling you have lights, don't you, or like a big scoreboard above that tells you everyone's scores as well as like whose go it is. So I kind of wanted to do that in my world as well. And I've got Silk Touch. I keep forgetting. Like, I haven't got used to having my old tools back, so I keep forgetting I've got these. But I haven't got enough dirt, but imagine that's all dirt like that. And this part is actually going to be the part which I said was going to be a big column. So this area here, this frog line we actually don't need, because this is going to go up like this. And how high does this go? 3, 4, 5, I think, like that. That looks okay, doesn't it? Let me have a look at my screenshot just to make sure we're all doing this okay. It looks good so far. which is a positive, because I was a bit worried that this wasn't going to fit in. And then this goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that. And then this one we're going to replace with a staircase. And then this one we're going to change, so then it goes 2 like that. And then a frog light right on the very top. Oh no, wait, sorry. What am I saying? No, we're going to do this with the bone going the whole way up like that. And then you can see that one will also go really high as well to match. And then this one, this next little bit here, this needs to go out just a little bit further. But I actually do need some andesite stairs. I need some more of them. So let's just make like all of these in staircases, I guess. Oh, actually no, because I do need some more slabs. I think 9 should be enough, but we'll see. So that's going to go like that. Then going to go, let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. And then this one's then going to go 1 like that. So that's pretty simple. This one here is also going to be a pretty big column. This is basically going to link to like the back area with the other rest. And then this part is actually where it's going to go a little bit different. And no, my paths haven't lined up. I'm getting a little bit worried that my path, I've done some wrong counting, but it's okay. I guess we could move the paths. If it does get a bit wrong, we could just move the paths. That's okay. So Bloodsome, if you can maybe do some of those sideways, I'll have a little bit of a think about how this is going to look. I think this is right. Does this all fit in? It does. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, there's a bit of ice there. I'm not entirely sure why this doesn't fit in, but it's okay. We'll worry about that a little bit later on. Let's just go and fill in the rest of this ice then, I guess. And yeah, make sure we do the underneath of those little side bits as well. I don't know why I placed it like that. It's all like placing is always a little bit strange, isn't it? So let's just get rid of all of this here, because I do need to make sure that all of this is gone. So let's just go and like fill all of this in like this, and then let's just fill this in. You can actually see that room there is actually from the previous minigame, and there's also a bit of the redstone as well from the previous game that used to sit here, which is pretty cool if you ask me. So let's just go and like fill in all of this ice. So yeah, let's just go and fill in all of this. This looks okay so far. I don't think this looks too bad. So right, let's just go and just very quickly fill all of this in, and then hopefully we should be able to get a good amount of this done. So there we go. So Bloodsome, if you finish off the rest of that ice, I am going to start doing the next part then. So right, let's think about what needs to actually be done next. So we need to fill in all of this. Oh, hello, Bloodstone. Yeah, all this ice needs to, of course, be filled in as well. It's pretty important to fill all of this in. There is going to be, like, of course, the actual lane where you're actually going to be firing the bowling ball / firework down. But yeah, the most of the floor is just going to be out of this ice. And oh yeah, we need to make sure as well to do the underneath of this. And oh okay, I'll tell you what, let me break this this half slab, and then that way then you can get up. Just make sure to fill the underneath with ice as well. So at the back, this is actually where okay, this path's a little bit far away. I'm a little bit nervous that we might have done something wrong. Oh, okay, he's moving the path. Okay, that's fine. So this is just going to go up like this, and then it's basically going to make like a little tube with a 1-block gap going the entire way in the middle. And basically the reason for this is going to house the redstone torches that are going to lead up from under the ground to the redstone lamps up above. And then these bone blocks, these are going to be facing sideways. So yeah, I mean, bone blocks are quite cool because they're a little bit like logs in terms of that you can orientate them. The only difference is, of course, is you can't strip them. Can you imagine if you could strip bone blocks? Like, what would you get? Would you get like a bit of like marrow or something? Like, it would be quite weird if you could strip them. So there we go. So then this is what this is going to be like. So this is going to house all the redstone torches. And then the next part is we're going to just start building some of the other things as well. So there we go. So that's basically all of that done. So now, okay, it looks like Bloodstorm's finishing off that, but you can kind of see what I mean by it's an interesting shape. And then the next part is we're actually going to do some horizontal lines, and this is basically going to be the box which all of the redstone's going to sit in. And the reason for doing kind of these walls is basically like just to block off the redstone, just so you can't see it. It also just makes quite an interesting shape, which is quite cool because it kind of like naturally look like that. So all of this bone is just going to go the entire way like this, and then those stripes, Bloodstorm as well, are going across. They're going to be horizontal as well. So yeah, that's pretty much all of this part done. We just need to like fill in the rest of the things as well, which shouldn't take very long at all. So let's have a think about what's going to come next. So the next thing that we need to do is do the actual line. So firstly, there's going to be a bone line going the entire way along, and those end ones are going to face upwards, but for now I'll do them sideways. And the bone line is basically going to mark how far forward you are allowed to go. So you can't go past the bone line or go over it. And then here is where the actual bowling alley is going to be, and it looks like Bloodstorm is doing a good job with that. So going the whole way along like this, one block away on every side, we're basically just going to do the actual bowling alley. And I can't remember how this is meant to go, so let's just go and like just break away all this ice for now. This should give us plenty of room in order to do the bowling alley. So there we go. So right, the middle is actually going to be made out of spruce planks, and then the other sides are going to be made out of polished andesite staircases. So oh, that was a good shot, Bloodstorm. So yeah, so these stairs, these need to go 8 along. So right, let me have a look. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I need one more staircase. Oh no, that's so annoying. There is a crafting table down there. I can't be bothered to go and make one. Oh, Bloodstorm, you've got a spare stair. Could you put one on the end here for me? Then that way, then basically that would work out quite okay. And then the middle, we're then just going to fill in with these spruce planks. And oh, that's actually quite lucky. So in bowling alleys, usually the lines going down the middle are always facing like towards you. Planks, of course, they do have lines on them, but depending on which way you're facing in the world depends which way they face. And I was a bit worried that all these were going to be sideways and not forward, but it looks like we got it perfectly. So let's just fill in all of this this spruce going the entire way like this. And so there are going to be some frog lights in the middle as well, basically to light up. Bloodstorm, I don't know if you want to do those. They need to be facing upwards. These bone columns are going to go up like this. Once again, the bottom ones are going to be facing upwards, and then it's basically going to go across like this. Oh, this doesn't look right, because the gap should only be 3 blocks wide. Oh, okay, so this row either side basically just needs to be moved in by 1. Okay, that's fine. I was just a bit concerned that all of this was in the wrong place. So right, let's just go and make some andesite stairs, and then these can then just go like on the front here. We can break away these stairs as well, and just fill this in with the ice. And then yeah, then all of this needs to be changed as well. So I'll tell you what, I might as well do the column going up now, since this is how this is going to have to look eventually. And then this is then going to go across, and then yeah, then that column's going to be gone, and then this is basically just going to go across, and then once again we're then just going to do the other bone there. And I'm going to change that one to face upwards, because otherwise I won't forget. I won't remember, sorry, and then I'll end up like getting all of this wrong. So yeah, then we're then just going to fill in all of this with spruce planks. And this room, should be 3x3 if I've done this correctly. So I think this ice needs to be converted to wood, and then we're going to have a frog light in the middle, Bloodstorm, and then we're going to have the way of how we're going to do the gap is we're basically just going to do iron trapdoors, which basically just makes the thing so the snow golems can't get out, but also yeah, you can still fire the firework down. So up there is where the lights are going to be, and they're basically going to tell you the order in terms of whose go it is. So when it's your go, the light which is on your row will light up, which will basically mark that it's your go. And there's going to be a button about here which you'll press in order to switch that, as well as to reset all the snow golems. But we'll worry about doing that in the next video. No, I actually do need to grab some iron, because I need to make, of course, the iron trapdoors. Let's also go grab some glass as well, because I'm going to have some white glass. Right, let's make the iron trapdoors. So I don't need a crafting table, so let's just do 6 of them. Should be okay. Let's just put like, I think they're meant to go on this level, I think, is the way of how they're meant to go. So right, let me just make a few more. Where are they? Here they are. 7 should be, oh, I just made bone meal by accident. I do that. I can't be the only one who does that on like all the time, like where like I'll end up just like crafting a whole load of random rubbish that I didn't want. Right, let's fill in this white stained glass like this. This is basically just going to go across like this, and then all of this is going to get filled in with this white stained glass. So I think that looks pretty good, doesn't it? So right, let's have a think about this. So I quite like that. I think that works out quite nicely. And then we're also so these trapdoors are basically going to block the items as well for me to be able to get out. The reason why there's ones on the back is because otherwise the firework would just get stuck on the back wall and kill the snow golems. So that's the reason why there's gaps on every side. So right, I'm trying to think what else what else have we got to do? So, oh yeah, we need to add the frog light in. So let's just add in that frog light. Once again, I want it facing upwards, just because I don't actually like the look of frog lights when they're not facing upwards. When like you can't see like that middle texture. And then these are also going to face upwards. It doesn't matter about any of that redstone, by the way. All of that redstone is from the previous game that was here. And to be honest, a lot of that redstone probably is going to be gone anyway, so it literally doesn't matter that we're destroying that. But what do you think? I think it looks quite cool. So in the next video, we are actually going to start doing some more of the redstone, because this game is a little bit confusing with the redstone. So I'll tell you what, let's add in the barrels then, shall we? So there's going to be 4 barrels, and they're going to be on top of all the different colours. So we're going to have a pink team, a green team, a blue team, and an orange team as well. So let's make the barrels. So I think it's sticks and slabs. Yeah, it is. So I need 4 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it doesn't really matter which order these will go on. But I'm going to do them on ground level, because there is actually going to be a hopper that's going to put all of the wool into the barrel for you. So I don't actually need to worry about doing that. Freezing in real life, well, that's not very good, is it? It doesn't matter like which order these will go in. So there we go. Let's just kind of just throw these down for now. So yeah, so basically when the snow golems have been killed, it will there'll be a hopper minecart which will pick up all the snowballs, then we'll put it in your barrel. So pretty simple. I've got to say, I think we've done amazing progress today. Yeah, and so, oh yeah, these barrels, they are going to be automatically filled, which I'm really looking forward to. I think that's going to be a really cool mechanism to do. So, apart from that, I think that's pretty much everything that I want to get done. It's been a longer video, but we have made some amazing progress, and it means next time we can come in and we can do the redstone. I will show you the way of how I'm doing the redstone, because I understand it's a bit confusing. Oh no, I just made a shovel. Let me also tell you the name of the game. I've come up with the name, and yeah, I'm quite happy with the name that I came up with. So the game is going to be called Lane. And then what's the next one? I've actually forgot. It's lane something. Let me have a look at my notes. Let's see if it's on my notes. Because I take notes for the dimensions and stuff. Just getting it on. So it's called lane. Oh, launch. There we go. Lane launch. Yeah, so it's going to be called lane launch because like you're firing fireworks down a lane. So it just made sense to call it lane launch. And also I like it. It rolls off the tongue really easily. But yeah, so in the next video, we will continue the redstone. We'll start the redstone and continue the game. And hopefully we'll be able to have a little test to go. And looks like Bloodstorm's got stuck in. I guess if we break that trapdoor for now, you'll be able to get out. We'll also do the roof on the redstone for that part as well, so you'll be able to see exactly how everything is going to look. I think it's going to be hopefully a really enjoyable game. We will have to see. I'm also going to have a chest on the front. I think I'm going to do is a chest just so that it doesn't get confused with the barrels, but this will be full with the fireworks and the crossbows. I'm also thinking I might do leather hats of each colour, just so that you can easily see whose go it is and who's what team. I think would be a good idea. But apart from that, that is pretty much everything. And I'm rambling, but I also I always ramble. But I hope they have all enjoyed it. Thank you, Bloodstorm, for joining me today. Thank you all so much for watching as well, and I will see you all at some point where we'll be finishing off my brand new bowling alley game called what was the name? It was just here, Lane Launch. I will see you all at some point.